Hello, I'm Jillian Walters.
I'm Lily Augustin. Welcome to Sacred Yoga Studios.
We are so happy to have you here. We're just going to do a little introduction about who we are. So I started doing yoga in my first few years of university, and I joined a hot yoga studio and I loved it. It was such an incredible healing experience for me. And when the pandemic hit, I sort of lost that yoga experience and I started doing my own thing, learning how to do yoga by myself. And on this independent journey of mine, I decided to start my yoga teacher training. And that is where I met Lilia.
So I started yoga a long time ago, but not necessarily in the form of yoga that we practice today. So I was a competitive rhythmic gymnast and then a pre-professional dancer. And after moving my body for a decade and having that be my source of my identity, I decided to go completely cold turkey. I didn't move my body in any kind of exercise form for about 2 years until I found meditation. And from meditation, I found yoga, and even more importantly, I found sacred yoga. And that was such a healing practice and modality for me to get back into my body, for me to actually form a relationship with my body again that was fostered on something deeper than just exercise. And it was such a beautiful healing experience. And I'm so excited to now be sharing sacred yoga with all of you guys here in our virtual studio. This studio has such a beautiful inspiration story going into it. I was laying in bed one night and I got this idea of how I really craved taking sacred yoga classes. I was in a sacred yoga teacher training with Jillian at the time, and I just loved what we were learning, and I loved the sacredness and the richness of the Tantra Yoga tradition in all its vastness and all of its different practices. And I found that I was really struggling to find classes and videos about sacred yoga. I was struggling to find studios that actually taught sacred yoga and its beautiful, the beautiful broadness of what it has to offer us when we deepen into the sacredness of our practice. And I really honestly couldn't find anything that really helped me do that in my personal practice. So when we were in a business workshop for our yoga teacher training, I knew that I wanted to start a studio that held space for that, not only for myself, but for everybody else who wanted a place to deepen into the sacredness of their yoga practice. And so on that workshop, I suggested it. I asked everybody that I was friends with, everyone I was close to, what they thought of this idea. And the amount of support and love I got just from this idea was so beautiful and so amazing. And I'm going to pass it over to Jillian because this is where she came in to just create this most beautiful studio that we are now opening, and that is now open for you guys here.
I actually missed this workshop. I was watching the replay of it, and I heard Lilia talking about this with such a passionate heart, and I had just finished 5 years of university and I was looking for something to do with my life, and my heart just about jumped out of my chest and I was just so excited about this. So I sent Lilia a message. I was absolutely terrified and so shy, asking her if I could be a part of this journey. And she welcomed me with an open heart. So here we are, we're thinking the same thing. We both are wanting to take the best of Western yoga and bring back spirituality into it and just tie it back to its Eastern roots. So this means that Sacred Yoga Studios is not just the asana, it's not just the standard yoga poses, but it's actually so much more.
When you come to sacred yoga classes within the studio, you're going to be able to experience asana, yes, but also meditation and breath work and mantra or chanting. You're going to be able to explore sacred yogic texts and cycle alignment and moon ceremonies. You're going to be able to explore inner work and doing your own emotional and inner work healing and raising your theme of consciousness. You're going to explore the depth that comes with yoga and the richness that comes with this beautiful tantric tradition. Just as Sacred Yoga Studios is dedicated to helping our students deepen the sacredness of their beautiful personal practice, Sacred Yoga Studios as a studio itself is also dedicated to
allowing our teachers to have the opportunity to take control of their schedule. They can design their own classes. They get the majority of their proceeds. And we, as a studio, have also created a community for them where they are able to design classes together, ask for support and help, and really build a relationship with their fellow teachers. We have also created the same type of community on Facebook for our students, where they are able to share their independent journey with fellow classmates, and they can ask for support, share their stories, and really build a relationship with their teachers.
As a studio, we are also dedicated to honoring India, the motherland of yoga, as well as giving back. So we are dedicated to Karma Yoga, which is the path of yoga of selfless service. And at the end of every month, the last Friday of every month, we offer Karma Yoga classes where 100% of the proceeds are donated to a charity. It is also very important to us that yoga is accessible to everybody, regardless of their budget. So we are dedicated to having all of our classes be donation-based so that everybody can access these beautiful teachings of sacred yoga.
And the best part of this studio is that it is 100% virtual, so you can access this anywhere in the world.
We invite you to come join us in our Facebook community, come take our live classes. We generally have several classes every week from a range of different teachers. And we invite you to come to our workshops where we'll dive deeper into inner work, cycle alignment, all the beautiful teachings of Tantra and sacred yoga, and more.
And if you are looking to deepen your yoga journey even more, you can join the same teacher training that both Lilia and I have done. It's called Sacred Yoga Institute with Matt and Ash, the yoga couple. Both Lilia and I have had such incredible experiences at this teacher training. So if you are looking to deepen your practice, head to their website, check it out, see if it's right for you. We have a code that you can use at checkout. It's SY Studios that you can use to get a discount.
We are so excited to connect with you personally and build a relationship with you in the studio.
See you there. Namaste.
Namaste.